let's start off where we finished. Carbon fibres. Old wings, perfect condition. Of course we don't want that, we want that. So this is now Thursday the 16th. I don't know, I've lost track of time. I've been awake non-stop, as you can probably tell by my bags. I've got bags and they're packed and they're going away. But garage is looking like carnage, so that can only mean one thing. Yeah, run out of I needed some 1/8 MPTs. I thought I had loads, but I don't. I've got all this crap over here and I really need to tidy up. But we've been doing bits. Everything is now plumbed up. So you got dump valve, oil filter, filter housing mounted, all the AN10s. I've got pressure, oil temp, although I'm probably not going to be running temp because I've got to just do bare bone stuff. All the loom is like nice and tidy now. That's just there just to figure out some gate stuff. But look at the bay. I've made up about 1,000 AN lines. All this stuff here, so that's my breather from the swell pot. You see them big fat chunky AN20s, and that comes to the AN20 converted rad. That's a turbo drain that goes there. So this WRC type knockoff type garage made beast, the whole point of it is basically just to simplify the system. So that is going to be straight out the head, no thermostat, because what nutter drives their car cold, and what nutter puts their car away piping hot? Yeah, probably me, so I'll probably need a thermostat at some point. But anyway, that is basically just a direct flow to get the system, get the water into the system, instead of sitting on a thermostat, hitting the engine to 90 degrees and then, or 88 or whatever it is, and then opening the thermostat. So this just basically puts it around. Don't worry about these gaps. I needed an AN20 spanner. Apparently they're quite specific, so I couldn't get one in time. But anyway, the water comes through here, through the rad. Obviously that gets sucked hot water out the turbo. The cold water comes straight out here through the rad into the water pump, as always, and then we've got the air at the top there. So you can see here, like this air bleeder here, from there goes to the tank. There, I've got a little level gauge, little level glass to put in there. All the fuel lines have been redone. I might have showed you that in the last video, not sure. I tried to keep this as neat as possible on the rail. So we got supply, return back to the bottom of the fuel pressure regulator, and then it bleeds off back to the tank. So that gives us our held pressure. We should have a vacuum on that, but because we're not going to be hitting any boost at all, and I'm not going to be driving it other than onto the trailer, that's going to be just static 45 psi. I don't need it to raise because I'm going to limit all boost in the map, and I'm going to pull yeah, I'm going to put all boost out of tables and limit the revs to like 3k, so it won't make any boost. Plus I've got to run the turbo in. Got to pour some oil in that now. Got to drop the oil out of the box, out of the sump, and put new oil in right through the engine. Pour oil into the turbo, crank it over a few times so we've got pressure, oil pressure. Just make sure we've got oil pressure and oil into the head. So we've got all the cams done, and then I've got to quickly figure out the drive-by-wire communications, but it has spoken to each other. I've got a funny issue with no power on the coils and no power on the injectors, and I'm pretty sure that I tested those both on the electrical tester, and those opened with polarity switch both ways, so I'm not sure why they're not opening. All this having, so I'm assuming it's going to be a grounding issue, but that's why I got all this off, so I can test it all. And then yeah, that's basically been it. Hopefully I can start this tonight, move it out of the garage, and I can start putting the carbon fibres on it. Thanks for checking in. Players prep, Thursday. Will we make it? Of course we're going to make it. Maybe.